Philippines, TIMA members help the public to reach herd immunity by helping out at vaccination centers. Tzu volunteers care for vessel the Yun's crewmen being docked at Taipei Port. 歡迎收睇DaAi Headlines， 我係 Ruby 我哋一齊嚟睇下今日嘅內容。In the Philippines, in order to reach herd immunity, TIMA members have been helping at vaccination centers to give shots. Even a few young medical interns along with their TIMA family have shown up to help. Let's take a look.
In Quezon City of the Philippines, large-scale vaccination centers are still very busy. TIMA volunteers continue to lend support and have been doing so since April of this year.
Grandpa is very, very involved in Tzu Chi. So I watch how he helps the patients and does volunteer work.
A fourth-year medical student, Janine Francis Lei, comes from a family of doctors. Her grandfather is Dr. Lei Chen, the first seat of TIMA overseas, and Janine's own father is a specialist in ENT.
I would also like to try and be a part of it.
Eileen Kwoke, a TIMA nurse, is also hoping to pass on the spirit of Tzu Chi to her only son. Eileen hopes her son can grow within the volunteering spirit.
I would like him to, of course, perform good works without expecting something in return. Sa Tzu Chi niya yun makukuha. It's a responsibilities natin as human beings is talagang to be of help to our neighbors.
I'm very proud of my mother. No matter how busy she is in life, she will make time for Tzu Chi and volunteering. I look up to her.
It is hoped the younger generation can follow the footsteps of the older generation so that this medical love is passed on.
Recently, inflation has made many social welfare organizations which provide community meals for the elderly reduce their service or even close their business. How to prevent social love from shrinking with money and minimize the impact on the disadvantaged has become an important issue for the country. As it approached noon, the kitchen was very busy. This is the Happy Kitchen at Nanjiqiang, which delivers meals and provides community meals to the elderly. It only costs $20 for a lunchbox, and there are 500 servings per day.
Many companies are willing to donate vegetables or supplies to us. We will gather them together and keep them in the refrigerator. I will then cook whatever is in it.
Since the staff cannot control the vegetables the companies donated, when some needed ingredients is not delivered, the staff need to buy it by themselves. Yet, the recent vegetable price is really expensive.
In the past, the leafy greens might cost 18 to 20 NT dollars for a caddy, but after the pandemic broke out last year, the vegetables surged up to 30 to 40 NT dollars for one caddy. Although people have been complaining about it for a long time, it's still the same, isn't it? A bundle of spring onions went up to 300 to 400 NT dollars a while ago, didn't it?
A few years ago, I borrowed more than 10 million NT dollars to make the loving meal boxes. Because we need to purchase food ingredients by ourselves. Back then, we needed to cook 100 to 200 meal boxes a day. But now we have to cook 400 to 500 meal boxes a day. If there are not enough ingredients, we will have great financial pressure.
Borough Chief Fang He-sen, who has 10 years of experience, said that not only are they affected by the upgoing price, some kitchens like this are either closing their businesses or are reducing their service.
In many communities, they're not willing to provide community meals anymore because the food prices fluctuate too much and the government subsidy is not enough to support the service.
Inflation may be a natural phenomenon under the free market. However, in order for caring groups to survive price fluctuations, apart from simplifying the government's subsidy application process, how to find resources is also very important.
No matter if it is the subsidy application or write-off procedure, it is very tedious for many social welfare groups. How does the public sector change so as to link more resources to the community? When the government is not able to provide enough subsidies, it can help connect resources to the community.
Inflation has eaten into much of the purchasing power. How to prevent love from shrinking with the currency and impacting the disadvantage has become an important issue for the country. In Tainan, Tzu volunteer Wu Junyu suffered serious injuries after a car accident years ago. He was saved by Dainin Tzu Hospital's medical team. Over the years, he and his wife continued to contribute in the big Tzu family to reciprocate its love. This time, the couple made lunch boxes to help raise vaccine funds, and even donated their savings to fulfill their dream of becoming Tzu honorary board members.
Looking at the fruits ready to be harvested, the couple looked forward to making money to do good deeds.
For the past 10 years, we harvested guava and mango. We also saved money. I told my husband if we are ready to donate, then we should donate. He said yes, then we donated the money.
After 10 years of saving, the couple finally fulfilled their wish of becoming Tzu Chi honorary board members. The reason behind this originates from her husband's injury in 2001.
At the time, the doctor said that my leg was broken, has to be reconnected again through surgery. He also told me that I haven't been lying there in a coma for 3 days. I was crushed by large machinery and my olfactory nerve was damaged. Now I don't have the sense of smell.
I'm thankful to Master Zeng Yan for setting up Dainin Tzu Hospital. If not, my husband's bone would deteriorate and lose his function.
During harvesting season, Wang Xiuju becomes busy, yet upon every occasion to make charity sale lunch boxes, she is never absent.
My husband was saved by Dainin Tzu Hospital, and we are so thankful to them. Since there is a vaccine fundraiser this time, we wanted to help out.
From the thought of being grateful, the couple went on to contribute their efforts in order to spread great love further into society.
In Keelung, Qidu District's Fuxing Elementary School sent out 11 students to participate in the Ocean Conservation Administration's Creative Performance Competition, as it displayed the importance of sustainable utilization of marine resources. Let's see what the school did to get the second place.
As the sea floor gathered massive amounts of trash, marine life is heavily impacted. The performance by Keelung's Fuxing Elementary School displayed justice brought upon fishermen, as it received the second place award at a creative performance competition. The props used in the performance are creative since it utilized recycled materials.
For example, they used recycled paper plates to make jellyfish and octopus. The skirts are made from recycled packaging materials at a flower store. We hope to use eco-friendly materials to display the spirit of our theater performance.
We must give our efforts to protect the ocean. It's the biggest help to the ecosystem.
Normally during class, teachers will instill the ideals of reducing plastics and loving Earth into students. A point card system is also used to cultivate the eco-friendly acts of students.
On vacation, I'll go to the beach and do beach cleaning there.
I will use my own eco-friendly bag and refuse to use plastic bags outside.
There's a garbage island in the sea, and though the island is far away from here, after the garbage is sun-dried, the fish will consume the garbage that humans threw into the sea.
Simple things done repeatedly can improve the environment, and as students remember the ideals from the performance, they go on to apply the eco-friendly ideals to their daily lives.
years ago, vessel DeYun is forced to dock at Taipei Port. The Chinese ship owner has owed crewmen wages for a long time, and along with the pandemic, 8 crew members were forced to stay on the ship for 26 months. So the volunteers in the Lofton district received requests as they immediately brought care to them. Let's take a look.
卫生工作我们都是大家一起做的，一起合作。
In the narrow cabin, crew members have kept the kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom clean and tidy. Crew members on deck also categorize bottles, cans, and cardboard, preparing these recyclables for visiting volunteers.
It's all PET bottles. We drank those up there, and we decided to categorize it for recycling. I want to do this because after connecting with Tzu Chi and under the guidance of Tzu Chi's sisters, these bottles can be sold and the money earned can help those in need. It's like I'm contributing my efforts and love.
The company of Tzu Chi volunteers since the end of September has deeply moved crew members.
I'm grateful to Tzu Chi brothers and sisters. They visit us every Wednesday and bring us all sorts of food. They will also bring us clothes and daily necessities. I am so thankful to them.
Volunteers even prepared oil, salt, and other seasonings for crewmen as they felt the warmth in their stomachs. Volunteer Su Jingguo once lived in Myanmar as he took on the role of translation, allowing volunteers and Burmese crewmen to communicate. Words of wisdom became the calming factor for these crewmen stuck on sea at the port of Taipei.
My parents kept on asking me to come home. It's been 2 years. My girlfriend is also waiting for me for 2-3 years already. After wearing the newly gifted suits by volunteers, Liu Xinggen happily accepts the suit as he shared his picture to his parents. For the past 3 months, during the short duration ashore, Tzu Chi volunteers have calmed the minds of crew members as they look forward to the day of returning home.
After 2 years of waiting, one of the crew members, Liu Xinggen, a 32-year-old Chinese from Henan, after getting all necessary documents and a negative COVID screening, could finally embark on the road back home with the love and blessings from Tzu Chi volunteers.
所以我们等这一天也等很久了。
哦，多等了快3个礼拜。
This moment finally arrived. It's really hard for me. I've been waiting for more than 2 years. I'm really touched now.
你看我的眼睛都红红的，真的。谢谢妈妈。
加油，祝福你了，回去就全新的人生了。老婆等着很心寒。 这个消毒的那个纸巾。啊，你的面罩呢？然后这个收好，等一下我们到了 check in 以后，你再把这个带起来。这个膜我都没开。
假如说没有跟我们慈济结缘的话
If I didn't get to know Tzu Chi, I don't know what it looks like now, so I'm very grateful. I'm also a bit reluctant to leave. I'll miss other crew members because we have been working together for more than 2 years. We have gone through many difficulties together.
船员兄弟们，毕竟我们2年多都在这里共患难。然后回归家乡。
After returning to our hometown, I hope you will join Tzu Chi to help others.
照顾他人，欣赏他人就是庄严，尊重，
真的
是感恩。
对，这个留着，对，以后你的所有的事业人生哈，这段话对你帮助会非常非常。
收好。
我们是一家人，相相记忆。
然后我们的云星爸爸，你看一路的陪伴，舍不得你们，要送你们最后要飞机的时候。
是一家人，很想彼此的人生。
当我们跟你
是要给他留作结婚礼物的。
是。
然后大家也期待你的素食婚礼。
好，全力以赴，素食婚礼。快点。MSU。Hello, Gabby. MSU. Okay.
Thank you for giving me such a warm
终于到了，兴奋吗？
还在这里订。
没办法参加他的婚礼。
都直接包红包，有几包？
哦，这里有10几20个人的爱在这里。对。
再来一个那个舞报。
And your tears flow no more. Oh, how it moves my heart.
To continue our series on the medical care of child abuse, today we meet Dr. Ying Xinling, the director of the Medical Pathology Department of Kaohsiung Medical University. She is originally from Hong Kong, who gave up the high-paying job of a doctor to focus on being a medical examiner. However, after seeing countless children's lives being lost due to physical abuse, this mom of 3 began to teach people how to identify bruises associated with physical abuse, hoping to prevent further tragedies from happening.
If you don't capture the abuser today, then they are likely to commit the same crime to another child. Because I want to prevent the death of children, when I have to do an autopsy for a child, I feel pain as well. I think if someone had helped them when they were alive, they wouldn't have to lay here on my table. Recently, we received a case with a cigarette burn mark on the back. When the mark was measured, it was 1.1 times 1 centimeter. I hesitated because normal cigarette burn marks are 0.7 by 0.7 centimeter. So I took a thin piece of paper, which mimics a child's thin skin, and pushed a cigarette through the paper. And the result was a 1.1 times 1 centimeter hole. So I knew that a cigarette burn on a child's skin spreads to that size. So that marking was a direct match for it. This is very clear, right, with this light? When semen stains the clothes, I can use a cotton swab to collect evidence and send it to the police to do DNA testing. Then we will know who did it. There are 6 light bulbs, more than normal. That was a portable size. This is what I use when they lay here. And my glasses help see the injuries.
你刚有摸这些地方，对不对？我这边少了。
You touch this area, right? Let me sweep and see what we can gather. This is magnetic powder for dusting fingerprints. Do you see it where you touched it? What have we here? It's a very clear fingerprint that I can lift. The blood will be squished to the side like separating of the Red Sea, which is what we refer to as train track bruising. This type of bruising comes from bats, specifically baseball bats. This one here is caused by hot glue gel sticks. There are two sizes. One is thicker, which also forms a track bruise when used to hit. The job of a medical examiner is to find the weapon for cause of death. I have asked the prosecutor if I can go to the scene of the crime to find the weapon. And we went to the home and found a belt that was used. I drew all the markings an abused child may have, such as a slap bruise on the face, black eye, scratch marks, genital injuries, inner thigh bruising, and binding marks on the ankle, which may be hidden by socks. This is a reference for a bruise color timeline to tell us when the injury occurred. For example, if the bruise is red when you see it, then it happened within 2 days. If the coloring is blue, purple, or black, then it's 2 to 5 days ago. If you see the color yellow, then it's an old bruise from about 7 to 9 days ago. This is a drawing a 7-year-old child drew of their home. You can see they have already drawn what their situation is like at home. I asked who this is, and they said there's a monster at home with a sword, always hitting people. They have already expressed their thoughts on paper. When you see a bruise mark like any one of these, then you know the child has been abused and you can call the hotline to report it. It's not enough that only I know how to inspect injuries. Everyone should recognize the signs, even you guys. The kids can't speak the truth because if they did, their parents might be locked up. So children who are abused often do not tell you on their own. If you found out first, then that's okay because it's out of their hands now. It was found out by the doctors. They didn't say it at first.
我去找许教授就好了，他在门诊嘛，我直接去。所以现在一直要去哪里？门诊。现在有什么状况？
Tainan City's Hewei firefighting team and their families have used their creativity to turn recycled water hose and old fire extinguishers into special firefighting Christmas trees. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.